Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. In this episode, we're going to talk about some ways to say don't. There are many ways to say don't in Chinese, whether it's spoken language or written language, like this one, 别, This B in Chinese pinyin is b, 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 and this is a double vowel, b, y, b, y. Give it a second tone, 别, so it means don't. Very easy, don't. This 别 is written like this, 别. Generally, this 别 is used as a spoken language, and in North China, it's a northern dialect and is very usually used in North China, 别 spoken language, 别. For example, 别说话，别 For example, 别说话 don't speak or don't talk. Don't make a sound. 别说话 So this is like a negative of imperative sentence. 别说话 and this 别 plus a verb or verb phrase. 别说话 don't talk. 别迟到 别迟到 don't be late. Don't be late. 别迟到 This 迟到 is to be late. 别迟到 don't be late. 别说话别迟到 Right? So you can add a verb or verb phrase following this 别 to express a negative of imperative sentence. 别 And in Chinese, it's unlike in English, you don't add a second personal pronoun in the front of don't or imperative sentence, right? For example, open the door. If one say open the door, it means you open the door. But in English, we don't say that you. However, in Chinese, we can add that you, that is 你 in front of the sentence, right? At the beginning of the sentence to give a emphasis of the sentence. For example, 别说话 and if you add, let me change the color of the and if you add 你别说话 right? 你 you don't talk. 你别说话 it means when I say 别说话 I mean you don't talk. I specifically mean you don't talk. Right? So it's a tone, right? The tone is like very angry, maybe because you are talking all the time in the class. Then I have to say 你别说话. So emphasis, give a emphasis on the second personal pronoun 你别说话,你别说话. And it is same with this one 你别迟到,你别迟到. So 别迟到 means when I say 别迟到 it means I want to tell everyone don't be late. But when I say 你别迟到 specifically meaning you don't be late because you are always late. 你别迟到. Right? So in spoken language, especially in northern dialect, in spoken language we say 别 sometimes, and this 别 is sometimes we use that all across China, including Hong Kong and Taiwan. Right? If you if you don't consider Taiwan as part of China, that's okay, right? I mean, in Taiwan, we also use 别 as the negative of imperative sentence 别, and this is a mostly used 别, mostly used to say, to express don't 别. All right, next one I want to talk about is 不要. 不要. This 不要 is written like this. 不要. 不要. It's a little formal than this 别, but it's not a 100% written language. We consider this 不要 also as a spoken language, only it is a little formal. For example, 不要说话, we say 不要说话. It's a little polite, right? If you can feel that, 不要说话 and 别说话. 不要说话 and 别说话. So if you say 别说话, it sounds like an order, a command, a force. Someone force you not to talk. However, this 不要说话, it means I suggest you not talk. I suggest you not talking. 不要说话. 不要说话, right? A little cute than this 别, 不要说话. And this 不要 can also be used in public places. 不要, right? Very polite way to persuade somebody not to do something. A polite way. 不要说话 or 不要迟到. 不要迟到. Don't be late. And it is the same as this 你. So we can add this second personal pronoun at the beginning of these sentences. 你不要说话. 你不要迟到. You know, nowadays we usually in the internet we use internet language. 你不要说话. So it means originally this 你不要说话 means you don't talk, right? You don't have to talk or you better not talk. However, in internet, we sometimes mean that we say this 你不要说话 between lovers or between couples when the girl is a little angry or annoyed by the boy, she may say this 你不要说话. It means I am a little angry or I'm a little annoyed. Don't bother me. However, this is like a flirting way to say don't speak or don't talk. What I really mean is the girl really means please talk to me or please ask me to forgive you. That is the pragmatic use of this 你不要说话. It's like a flirt between lovers. 你不要说话. All right, the next one, 不 right? 不要, because this 要 is a fourth tone, so this 不, originally this 不 is also a fourth tone, but with this 要, this 不 changed to the second tone, 不要. But when this 不 used alone, it's 不, the fourth tone, 不, right? 不, don't. For example, 你不能 抽烟 Yeah, 你不能抽烟 So if you use this 不 you have to add always or sometimes usually you have to add this second personal pronoun 你不能抽烟 You don't smoke or you can't smoke You don't smoke here right 你不能 So 不 with this 能不能 You can't smoke here 不 So you use 不 to as a negative word with a verb, right? A verb. 能抽烟 can smoke. All right. At the end, I want to tell some culture about Chinese with this don't. During the pandemic everyone knows that China has once carried out a very absurd and ridiculous or stupid, the so-called zero COVID policy, zero COVID policy, because the stupid Chinese government believes that once they carried out this very stupid mass testing to test everyone, literally to test everyone, 1.4 billion people, to test them one by one to see if anyone has COVID-19. And if anyone does have COVID-19, the government use their forces, use police force or those very, I don't know how to use those police and we call 武警, 武警, a kind of a type of police with heavy weapons. They carried out or they something like arrest or abduct those COVID-19 patient to a concentration camp. So it's a very stupid zero COVID policy. During that time, the government likes to use a phrase. I'll write it here. It's a very stupid phrase, but it's a renovation. I don't know how to say this. If you say that's an innovation of Chinese, some say it's an innovation of Chinese because the government, a dictatorship government, they like to use new words to express very brutal things. 非必要不出门 Right? Here, 非必要不出门非必要不出门非必要不出门不出门 means don't go out. You don't go out. 非必要 means if not necessary. So if not necessary, don't go out. It sounds like a suggest, right? A suggestion sounds like some very good advice. However, in China, 非必要不出门 it means you are quarantined, right? You are quarantined. You are grounded because the government believes they are having a fight, a battle with a virus. So you don't go out to mess with me. 非必要不出门 Don't go out if not necessary. So what is necessary? I say the government says when it's necessary, then it is necessary. So the COVID-19 policy, the zero policy, the zero COVID policy lasted for 3 years. Very stupid policy, very stupid government. And this phrase 非必要不 right? Very classic. So if you have the interest to see those Chinese news during that time, you may and you must encounter many times with phrases like this. 非必要不，非必要不出门. And if Beijing, the government of Beijing issued this policy, it's called 非必要不出京。非必要不出京。Right? This one, 京 means Beijing, the short of Beijing. So you can literally change this one, change this noun however you like. Right? Don't go out of the door if not necessary. And this means don't go out of Beijing if not necessary. Right? Don't go out of anywhere if I don't want you to go out if not necessary. If not necessary means if I tell you don't in China. Alright, that's a little bit history of this don't in recent time, reflecting a Chinese, I don't want to say a involvement of Chinese language. Some say it's a backward of Chinese the language, but some say it's an involvement because during the Mao's time, the Mao's area, and nowadays the government loves to use new words to express many same old and very brutal meanings to control its people. Alright, I hope you have learned these 3 ways and 1 phrase to say don't. See you next time.